Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Cardi B out here being a mommy, and she is sharing all of it with us. And I love to see this chapter of Barnaby's life, honey. I love it for her. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so. Cardi B first shared a clip with us, I believe it was 2 days ago. Her son was at his baseball game, I believe, and she was out there showing him how to pitch and all of that. The heat was beating her ass, but she was out there. She was out there and she was in her mommy mode, and I love that for her. If Cardi B keeps this up, she's gonna be so surprised at how healing this is for her, not just for her, but also her kids. No, make no mistakes. I know we all think differently. Sometimes I'll call y'all slow, but it's not slow. We just think differently, okay? But sometimes I just take the shortcut route, like some of you guys, and just say slow. We all think differently, right? So, let me just clarify. I'm not saying that she never spent time with her kids. I'm just saying it seems as though she is sharing that portion of her life with us, and it seems she's spending more time with them, right? And I love that for her. So we saw her, out there teaching Wave to pitch. Love that. Love, love, love it. Give us more, honey. Give us more. Also, today, shout out to Live Bites once again. Live Bites is out here saving lives every day. So I came across a post from Live Bites, and it was Cardi B in the background teaching culture to, throw a little attack at Wave. Nothing major. And she's telling Wave to fight back because the kids out there are gonna be harder. They're not gonna be as soft and as nice as culture. While I love this, it is also dangerous as well. But Cardi B doesn't know. Is she doing a bad thing? No. But it's not good either. While it's not bad, it's not good. Our Jamaican parents would tell us to fight back, hit back. And you better not go home complaining that something is missing. Someone scratched you in your face, unless the person that scratched you has several scratches, honey. So our parents would not, you know, tell us what to do unless when it comes to you getting attacked by a boy, that's how they'll tell you to really defend yourself against men. Like, I remember going to school, I was attacked by a boy, and my mom was like, hit him where those two sacks are so that he knows not to do that again. He will never do that again to another female, But if I was Cardi B, here's what I would have done differently, right? Because kids, when you tell them things, it is received differently. It is interpreted differently. If I was Cardi B, I would get those two kids in the dojo. As a matter of fact, everyone is going to the dojo. Everyone is going to self-defense class, and they're not getting out of that self-defense class, not even when they're 16. They would not get out of it until they have achieved all the belts there is to be achieved. You know why? The thing is that everyone that I know that has done martial arts, even in Jamaica, they have the highest level of discipline. They're so calm, they're so collected, and they know when to strike back. And when they strike back, you trust and believe the next person doesn't want to fight ever again, right? You can't be too quick to fight. You can't be too quick to, launch an attack. So Cardi B needs to be careful with that, okay? But I would send them to the dojo where self-defense is being taught in a disciplined, strategic, controlled way. And in this day and age, I would say to every single individual out there, If you guys are not paying attention to what's going on in the world, wake up, wake the heck up. If I had money, I would be in self-defense class. If you can swim, okay, get some swimming lessons. If you can drive, go do some defensive driving lessons. Because if I should have a child today, a young child, that is what I would do. You're going to self-defense class. You're going to get all the belts, not negotiable, because the world is getting ugly. Okay. The world is recycling itself to become that beautiful thing that it once was. And because it's recycling itself, once again, we're going to have a lot of changes. The today that we know as we know it, it's going to change. So first of all, I would never bring a child into this, what we have going on. But let's say it happens, right? I would be doing things differently. The child would have to go to self-defense class, get all the belts there are. And the next thing is that as that child gets older, you're going to go to therapy. You're going to learn about death, grief, loss. You're going to learn to accept your mom dying, your father dying, people around you dropping like flies dying. Because the truth of the matter is, if you look at all the prophecies on the right, prophecies on the left, but we don't know God's business, do we? No, we don't, right? And I think many of these prophecies are not to be taken as given. I think many of them are not being interpreted correctly, and majority of them are false. So let's get that out there. But if we're reading our Bible, we know that we're in the signs of the time. So my child would be going to therapy, and I'm gonna detach my child from me, not in a brutal manner, but in a safe manner. You understand what I'm saying? My child is going to have their friends, but they're going to learn to not attach themselves to their friends, right? And the next thing that I would be teaching my child is how to do everything for his or herself at a very early age. You're 4, you're going to start learning to clean up after yourself. You're going to start learn safe foods that aren't safe. And I'm not going to give you everything that you want. There are times when I'm going to give you stuff to eat that doesn't even make sense. It's not going to be harmful, but no matter how wealthy I am, I'm going to slowly teach you the art of survival in case mommy's not around and daddy's not around. Okay? You're going to learn about the human psychology, whether you like it or not, because you're going to have to learn how to survive in this harsh, ugly world that is coming. Because unfortunately, while there are people out here being good, there are people out here being bad. And many of these kids, they're not going to be allowed to be a teenager. And it sucks knowing that when we were kids, you know, when it reaches 9, 10 a.m., you go about your business, stay away from sex, stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, and you come back when the street light is on, Come back before the street light comes on, okay? And you come back, you have your dinner, do whatever chores after dinner, maybe family movie, book, bed, and eat, sleep, repeat. But the world is changing, and I would be preparing my child for that change. So I'm just saying that to say, I love to see Cardi B in this moment, but I would do it different. I would do it where the child understands the art of self-defense and not foolishly defending yourself, and to truly defend and protect yourself. But I would be giving my child all the tools and resources to survival. I would also be teaching them skills. I would be teaching them, you know, herbal medicine as they get older. I'll be teaching them simple stuff, CPR, you name it, everything. Like they will be in full out, learning mode. And it won't be a pressuring thing. I'm going to ensure that it's controlled. I'm going to ensure that there's specialists involved. I'm going to ensure that it's done the right way. And there are people who are involved to help guide me and my child. Because the truth is, as I've said, things are changing and we have to move with the flow. You're hot. Okay. Ensure that he's hot, but he's not going to pass out. You'll be fine. Tough it out. You're not going to pass out. Check on him. Teach him how to cool himself down without a fan, without an AC, without ice water. Get a rag. You're going to put that under your armpit. Hold it there. Run it under that tap. Okay. That's what I think. And that is what I would be doing if I were, a celebrity. Those are the things that I would be teaching my child. And that is where my investment would be as a parent if I had a young child. And even at this age, like if I had that money, honey, I'd be spending it on my baby girl because she would have to learn everything possible. She would have to go swimming lessons. She would have to go to the dojo. You're gonna learn to defend yourself, mommy. You're gonna learn to defend yourself, especially living in Jamaica where the femicide rate is so high. You're gonna learn to kick major ass. And I think it's something that all parents, they just need to do for their kids, the best way that you can. That's just what I think, okay? But it's good to see Cardi B out here in her mommy mode. Love it for her. Love this for her. But let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna talk some more down in the comment section. Peace.
You look so cute! That's why I say I'm such a girl's mom. A dance recital inside, I love it. I love a dance recital inside.
From coaching to managing
being
to
outside
administering to the president.
in this heat
One thing
for a
Christy didn't
baseball
want to
game,
acknowledge, she is the first Latina
I'm telling you, I can't handle it. I'm ready to pass out. I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
Thanks to all the volunteers.
Cause the other little niggas be gonna try you. You gotta fight. Cause she's your sister. She gonna be nice. But these little niggas outside, they're gonna be nice to you. So you gotta fight. Yeah.